instead of Monday Night Football, we're going to go to one more key matchup. We've got Saturday Night Football in the NFL, and it's such a tasty matchup. Yes, I used that word on purpose. Lions plus 5.5. I believe this was 6.5 when it opened. It might have been 6, kicked up to 6.5. Now it's plus 5.5. I think this is a more appropriate number. 6.5 was way too much, in my opinion. We've got a total of 52.5. I believe this is the highest total on the entire Week 17 slate. Wouldn't surprise me if this kicks up to 53, to be honest with you. Mike McClure, we were on HQ on Monday night, and we talked about this game specifically. Share with everyone your thoughts, or maybe your thoughts have been modified since then.
Yeah, so I lean the Dallas side here. It's not something I'm electing to play a ton. However, I will include the Cowboys money line in a parlay this week. I think they definitely end up winning this game. I think bouncing back for them is going to be significantly correlated to playing at home, indoors, in the controlled environment. Now, Detroit is a team that also enjoys playing indoors in that controlled environment, but I think it's a good bounce back spot for Dallas. If you want to isolate their team total and in the first half of the game, I think that's fine as well. On the Detroit side, capturing the number 1 seed is very, very much a long shot. Remaining healthy, very much the goal now that they've clinched. I personally think there's a little bit of a hangover from them clinching a playoff spot in this particular matchup here. So I'm actually a little low on Detroit. I made the number 6.5. My total is exactly 52. So relatively close to where it was opening. If this were to get down to 4.5 at some point, then I would be interested in the Cowboys side. I don't think we see it, though. I think it's going to mostly hover in kind of this dead range at 5.5. So if I were to play it, it would unfortunately be a live play, not a pregame play on Dallas.
Yeah, I like the Lions here. I mean, I understand the splits, especially when, and Mike, you kind of chronicled this on Monday on HQ, but the splits, not when it comes to Jared Goff, because I mean, I think those splits are a little less relevant since he gets to play in a dome. And Danny, I'm coming to you next. But Dak's splits, specifically the Cowboys, I mean, they definitely poured on at home, but I don't think that means necessarily that Detroit can't keep pace with them, especially with what I think is a dual threat running game and passing game. But there are a lot of sharp people that just think the Cowboys are going to blow out the Lions here. Danny, what say you? Oh, and by the way, before you open up about this Lions-Cowboys game, we've got about a 5-to-1 ratio, actually even greater, maybe 6-to-1 for those who are watching versus those who have hit the like button. Let's try to get that to like a 50-50, 2-to-1 split if we can. Everybody hit the like button while Danny is telling us who he likes, the Cowboys or the Lions.
Well, the debate about the spread is super interesting. So I'll go to the total and give you guys another take there. Totals that have been above 50 or more in the last 2 years, 27-12 to the under. It's a 69% rate. And getting in front of the under, or backing the under in this game sounds like a terrifying prospect. But early money is coming in on the over, not surprisingly, right? Like Sia mentioned, Dome Stadium, Cowboys at home where their offense thrives, golf indoors, much more efficient than outdoors. Yet the total came down from 53.5 to 52.5. So maybe some reverse line movement in the market. I kind of want to see what happens, but it feels like everyone's going to bet the over, yet the total's coming down. So weirdly enough, due to the trends and perhaps the perception there's going to be more scoring than there actually might be in this important game for both clubs, I lean under, funny enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the under is probably the sharp play here. I know Rick Funcannon, by the way, that's just the most elite last name, Rick, and I know you're a big supporter of this show. I know you've already hit the like button. He likes the Cowboys team total over 28.5. Normally I might be on that side, but Danny, to your point, I'm starting to feel like, to me, if Detroit wants to win this game, I think they have to establish the run. I think they have to keep Dallas off of the field. And I think David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs go a long way into covering this spread, but perhaps getting this total down from, let's say, 52.5 to like hitting the under, maybe a 47 total points, that kind of thing, a 27-20, maybe like a 24-23 type game. So that's probably what I'm looking at as well.